I know you have a, Will, go ahead, one more.
Whatever you want to start.
I'm
Really
happy to
quick
take
question.
questions. I just don't want people to feel like they can't get up and
It
leave.
was something you alluded to before, but never quite got to, and I know that may have been the notes issue. What's the state of the, I know they're doing a rebuild on the RNC website, and then also basically the use of social networking tools, that sort of thing. It seems that we're making a lot of progress, just from what I can tell, but just,
This is the most, Will, this is the most exciting part, and I know nothing about this stuff. I mean, I gotta tell you, I am like Facebook and all this, I'm not on it, you know, I'm embarrassed. I don't do any of that, I just don't do it. But we hired a guy named Todd Herman, who comes from Microsoft and is just a giant conservative, and as I said before, just a voracious organizer of people. And he knows this stuff, and he's programmed it. We have studied different articles. I'll give you just, again, if you want to get up and walk out, feel free to get up and walk out, but I'll give you a couple of examples. One, in Time, I won't tell you the magazine, I guess already. I think it was back in April, there was an article about the Obama campaign. And this is what we're up against. I carry this around, actually. I guess I'm a nerd. My wife likes to point that out every once in a while, but she's gone, so I'm not embarrassed. 2 weeks before the election day, mobilizing millions of supporters, the Obama campaign began rewriting the get out the vote scripts, and volunteer coordinators were panicked. Why are you changing this? There's only a couple of weeks left. And the deputy field director wrote nationwide, quote, "What if I told you a world-famous team of genius scientists, psychologists, and economists wrote down the best techniques for get out the vote scripting? Would you be interested in at least taking a look? Of course you would." Now, if I told you there was a secret group of scientists and psychologists, you'd say, geez, Ken believes in the black helicopters, and you know, they're coming to get him, and right? This is Time Magazine. Time Magazine. Paragraph 2. He passed along guidelines and a sample script from the Consortium of Behavioral Scientists, a secret advisory group of 29 of the nation's leading behaviorists. This is no joke. This is not a guy who happens to be affable and well-liked. This is the duping of America. And the only way to stand up is think for yourself, don't be afraid, and point it out. Their goal, according to the Time Magazine piece, and that they frankly accomplished, they convinced America that we should be thinking the same way that hotels have made you think about recycling your towels. Everyone's doing it. That was the campaign. It wasn't hope. It wasn't change. It wasn't a better day. It wasn't, guilt. It was, we need to convince them that the suggestion be everyone is doing it because people will do what they think others will do. That's, and there it is. So what we are doing with the social media is we've rebuilt the website and we built it on a new platform. So we don't have to go out and have somebody else put our content on our website. We can do it, and we're going to hire some programmers that will frankly not be DC programmers because what I learned from an organizational perspective is somebody that can program on this PHP or AHP, I'm not sure exactly what the platform is, costs about $120,000 a year, but in Indiana you can get them for about $45,000, and it can be off-site, and they can telephone and check script and check code from long distance. So we're going to try to save some money and do that, but we're rebuilding it on a platform that the state parties will be able to use, so that the state parties can just plug our platform in. We're also doing it on an open platform that other programs, we've had thousands of people line up and already offered to program what they refer to as widgets for us. You can develop, if somebody develops a great walking program for a district, and it goes on an iPhone, and it works with the GPS, we can use it. It can be put on our site after it's tested to make sure that it's not crashing everything. And then we can push it out to state parties. So we're trying to increase the volunteerism in that community, conservative programmers, and we're also using different email identifiers and Facebook identifiers, and we'll be the first political campaign, first political organization ever to allow you to log on to our site using any password that you have at any other site. So not any other site, a list of approved sites. Like for instance, if you're a Yahoo Mail account or you're a Gmail account, you can use that to log onto our website. We can capture you that way. We're doing a lot of creative things to organize that community because it was frankly ignored. And it's a great source of volunteerism and a great source of energy for us all. So that will be available for state parties to glom onto. We're spending a lot of money on it. It kind of breaks my heart every day, but I think it's a good thing. So we're working on it. Yes, sir. And if you want to go.
Yeah, Ken, as I mentioned to you, I'm Bill Hudak. I'm from the 6th Congressional Massachusetts. We are going to take a seat back from the 6th, and Sam's here from the 5th.
Eric is here. Eric is running for Attorney General of the state. And you win. That's how we're going to win more seats, is to win some seats. So if you're looking for a place to volunteer, if you're looking for a place to throw a couple of bucks, you know what I mean? Feel free to call Eric. He needs the help and he needs the support. You can also write a check. You can also write a check. Is that right, Ryan? He'll take checks? Okay. And Mark Zakaria is here. Same thing. If you can support Mark. We've got to keep the heat on every Democrat. We've got to keep the heat on every Democrat. And it is so lonely to run for office. People are just people. And they lay in bed at night with the same worries that all of us do. And a pat on the back and a $50 check and a go get 'em and is there anybody I can call for you and attending a coffee is so huge. You don't have to be the major donor. You can help out in any way you can. People need to be picked up. They need to be encouraged. We need to organize. We can beat these guys. America's not with them. Rhode Island is not with them. We represent the majority of voters. Don't be ashamed. Stand up. Say your opinion. Get involved. Help out. We can win. We can win. You know, I'll tell you what. I'll just give you one more quick anecdote about somebody in the room who I owe my entire life to, quite frankly, and that's my dad. I knew today must have been an important day because it's a beautiful Saturday in Rhode Island and he's not golfing. My mom, if you don't think my mom is tough, there was a heart-to-heart at that household. I'm telling you, she told him, "You're going. Do we get in the car?" So my father is just a great golfer, and that's all I'll say. And I'm not. And for years I was always mad that I couldn't play better, like as good as well as he is, and forgetting the fact that I don't practice as much and all those other things. But he's got me beat mentally because I worry about bad shots. And he said one of the smartest things that somebody's ever said to me, and it stuck with me, and I think about it every day. And that is, after you hit a bad shot, hit the next shot. And that's how he goes around the golf course. And that's how it was a life lesson. I'll never forget it. We were on Woodland. And we were standing in the fairway, and I'm getting ready to walk into the woods to try to chip out. And he's standing in the nice grass, the short grass where the rich guys play. And I was clearly steamed and stoked and angry. My face is red, and I'm getting ready to throw a club. And he just kind of looked over and said, "Hey, just hit the next shot." And that's what this party needs to do. And it's lessons like that you take with you. That somebody like a father tells a son that they don't know they're saying something that a person will remember for the rest of their lives. And that's what we need to do as a party.